Hi everybody, it's Julie. I'm so excited. I received a box from Barb at the Shabby Tree. If you all know the Shabby Tree from Facebook, it is a fun little crafty channel that has a website. They have clothing and decor and crafty fun things, and I was on one of her lives and she picked my name to get a little package in the mail. So this is what it is. And I looked in and I did see that I got one of their Christmas cards. So my first Christmas card to hang up. I am so excited. And so that is the Shabby Tree crew. And so I'm excited to have that. And I'll hang it up and then it'll go in my December daily. Oh cool. The video that I watched actually had her making the can with the Santa on it. I love that it's a larger can. We're gonna do something with this in this video. Okay, so I'm gonna turn it into something for my decor. What else do we got? What else? Bubble wrap. Oh, look! 2 trees. These are cute. So they are wooden trees and they've got the sparklies on them, and they are Coal House designs. These are probably available in their shop, or they might have been part of a gift box or something. I love these. They will go amazing in my grand room. And what else is in? There's more. Oh, cool. We got one of their bushes. So from their website, we got one of the bushes that I think is probably gonna fit right inside the can, and it does. Fits perfectly right inside the can. We could go ahead and just, design this to go just like that, but I think we are gonna do something. We'll do something with the trees and have them so that they can go into the grand room, and we're going to do something with the can. And we're going to do a voiceover. So first I'm going to go ahead and pull the bush apart a little bit, fluffing it out. And I really like the way it looks in the can. And I want to go ahead and do something different with the can. So I've pulled out my crocodile. You see, I have my finger on the nose of Santa, so I can see where the center of the can is, and I've marked it. And I'm going to go ahead and go inside and cut my holes, one on each side, using the large hole of the crocodile. And next I'm going to bring out several different kinds of wire because I wasn't sure which one I wanted to use. I'm going to show you that there's some gold wire, I have some bead wire, I have just a variety of wires, and I decided to go with this one wire that is 28 gauge, which means it's stronger, and it's going to be better for what I want to make. I want to make a handle. So I'm going to go ahead and pull some of the wire off. I'm grabbing some beads that I had in my stash, and we are going to go ahead and cut the wire. I've been looking at the Santa, and it is the same Santa that I used a while back, and I added Prisma glitter to the hat and to the little ball on the hat. And so I'm going to do that here. I'm using this pin, and it's a glue pin. And I'm just going around in a circular kind of motion. And then I'm going to grab some of the Prisma glitter and pour that on the can right over the top of my little container. This package of glitter is 30 years old. So, but it's great. I got it from what is now close to my heart. The pin I got from Spectrum Art Creations from one of their Saturday sales. So I've decided I'm going to go ahead and thread the beads on, but I also want to make some loops, some little loop-de-loops in the handle, and just for fun, different texture. And so I want to do this. I'm not sure that I'm going to actually display the can with the floral in it in my home. But just in case, I will have this option. So there I am looking at it with some kitchen utensils in it. Another idea is to use a piece of chenille stem or pipe cleaner. I got this at Hobby Lobby. You can also use both. So I was showing that. And you can also hang this, like if you have a pegboard that has the little hooks or whatever, you can go ahead and hang that on there. So just going ahead and putting the handle in there, and I end up putting it all in there. So now I've pulled aside the little trees. And so I decorate my grand room in like a woodland, more country-ish theme, and I do the rest of my house with the Santas and Mrs. Clauses. And so I had gone and looked to see if I had a Mrs. Claus that was all by herself and see if I could play matchmaker and make a match out of the two. And I actually really like the way they look together. No, they don't go together, but I really like the way that they looked together. So I have out these white and green pit berries because I thought I might make this for my granddaughter, but she is moving out of the house back to a room, and so she's not going to have all the room for Christmas decorations like she thought. And so I'm going to go ahead and put this together for my grand room. So I've started with the pit berries. I believe I got these at Hobby Lobby, and but you can get them also at Dollar Tree if you're lucky and can find them. They do have them there. The thing about pit berries that I've been disappointed is that in the extreme heat and extreme cold that we have here, they crack open. And so I keep looking at this and thinking, gosh, could I do something that would be a little more not pit berry, not going to fall apart. And so I'm pulling out this other wire that I have, and it's looking kind of like a rusty color. And I do have some smaller beads. And so I'm going to thread those on there, and you'll see I'm twirling the wire around the beads. They're each about 1.5 inches apart. And I'm like, I wonder if I'm going to like this on the tree. Well, of course, we're going to go ahead and try it and see what we think. So I've cut a piece of the wire off, and I'm going to finish adding the berries to the wire. And with the magic of video, we have the whole thing, the whole wire will have its beads on it. And we're going to go ahead and attach it to the tree and see how we like it. I put it around the whole tree and it wasn't tight enough, so I've gone ahead and I'm being a little more careful as I put it around the tree, trying to pull it a little tighter. I love the way this turns out, and so for this video, you're going to see I have one with beads and one with the pit berries. Now, I'm looking at Mrs. Claus over there, and I'm thinking, you know, he's got some sparkle. She needs some sparkle. So I'm going to be using my Quickie glue pen, and I'm going to put it on the band of her hat, the collar, the cuffs, and around the bottom of her dress, and make her also really sparkly, just like Santa. And I love it. So this little Mrs. Claus, my son had gotten her for me, and he was hoping that he would find a Santa to go with it, and he hadn't. So he wanted to give it to me. And so she's been in the, I have about 5 or 6 Mrs. Clauses that don't have a Mr. the widows or the single Mrs. Clauses. And so that's where she came from. And so we're going to go ahead and I'll display her with the beautiful can that I got from Barbara and that I have added glitter and a handle to. So again, the Prisma glitter was from Close to My Heart, and the Quickie glue pen was Spectrum Art Creations.com. Okay, so showing you the finished little goodies there. I did leave the pit berries on one of the trees. Eventually, I will go ahead and add the beads to it also when I have some time. So I hope you enjoyed this. Make sure that you give it a thumbs up, and I hope you'll come back and see us again. I have several videos coming up, and there is a home tour. I will put it in the description box down below. It's from a couple years ago. I'm looking forward to making one for this year. Find something to celebrate every day. Have an amazing day. I'll see you soon. Bye. Bye-bye.